This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everyone. So last class just we learned how to use pen tool and some other tools. Today we are going to learn how to create a magazine design. That means magazine cover page. So for that Photoshop is required. I'll create one new document in the Photoshop. So I'll take as A4 size paper, international paper A4 size. Yep. After that I'll go to file menu, place the image. Give enter. Using pen tool select the object. close it where you selected, where you started, there you close. Then right click, make selection, give feather around 2, give OK. Then go for refine edge, Alt Control R, enable smart radius, and click on this place. Increase the brush level by square brackets. And give OK. If you want, you can do a little bit of color correction. I'll duplicate first, Control J, hide this, and you can go to image adjustment, brightness and contrast. Increase or decrease the brightness or contrast ratio. Give OK. Then press Control Shift S or save as PNG. See, you have to hide this both the layer. Then I save this image. Wait for this. Once it is 100%, yeah, that image has been saved. This image directly drag and drop it to CorelDRAW. Or else you can go to import option also, you can do it. Let it be here only. So first I'll create one background. So which is same as the paper size, 210 into 297 millimeter. Then press P for page center. I'll give some color to that. So if you want the color which is there in the object, you can take eyedropper tool, color eyedropper tool, which is there in the Photoshop also, here also, and just select the color which you want, and that color will be automatically selected, and one paint bucket symbol will be there, and apply. So that color will be automatically applied. Whatever color you have chosen here, that one you can apply to the object, and that color will be stored in the recent colors. Then so here I have given only plain color. Okay, I'll take one new document. Okay, see, you know how to apply plain colors. Suppose if you want gradient color, below eyedropper tool we have interactive fill. Interactive fill shortcut is G, is nothing but gradient tool in Photoshop. Just select the tool, click and drag. So you'll get gradient colors. You can adjust this. This is similar to transparency tool only, but you can give different colors for this. But in the transparency tool, it is not possible. Just by clicking on the square box, you can give whatever color you like. So like this you can give. In that interactive fill only, if you see the property bar, always see the property bar of the tools, you will get elliptical gradient. This is linear from one side to another side, and this is from center to the outward or outward to center, however you want, you can click it. Angular, and rectangular. So you can try anything in this. So always see the property bar. And when you're applying interactive fill, you can apply some textures also. Instead of gradient, you can apply some textures. So we have by default lots of textures. If you click and drag too much, it will come bigger, smaller. So this kind of textures also you can get. So how you're dragging, like that will come. And other than that, this kind of things also we have. So this everything you can try. Texture fill, kind of cloud things. Now again, if you want normal things, you can directly go to the normal gradients. So it is called fountain fill here, and this is plain color. So choose which one you want. So this one I'm going to apply for this also. Just click and drag. I'll give this one. I'll choose the color. I'll take eyedropper, or else just click on this. Click on this box. You will get eyedropper over here also. Choose the color which you want from the dress, or any color if you want here also you can select. Then bring the photo here, but the photo is not visible. What to do? So this one I have to send backward of the Photoshop, like in Word we have that feature. So same thing here also. Just right click on that, the object which you want to send back, then go for order, then back of the page. Suppose if you want a front, right click on that, order. So already image we have selected. So select the rectangular box, go for order, front of the page. So now that won't be visible. We can send order back of the page. So this image you can move it wherever you want, and if you want you can make it bigger. Select this object and lock it. So if you don't want to move that, for this image if you want you can give drop shadow. Then I'll take text tool, then I'll type a text. I'll select the text, so I'll make it bigger. So this object and this object I'll select. I'll press T. T for top text alignment. I'll give bold. Then I'll give some other color for this. So if you go to internet, type some magazine cover page, you'll get this kind of cover page designs. So you can check lots of cover page designs are there. Okay. Before doing that, you can check it. So lots of things are there. So only the thing is you have to type the text and you have to arrange. Then just type the text, whatever text you want. For aligning the text in the same line, suppose if the text is like this, beside the text, and go to window menu. In the window menu, Docus, enable align and distribute. Align and distribute. Window menu, Docus. In that, align and distribute. Click on that. In the side, align and distribute option will be there. So that small panel will be enabled. Click on the left alignment. So automatically both the thing will align according to the left. So this is for only objects, and right alignment, center alignment, top, right. Now I want space between each object, means spacing between each object. And whatever content you want, you can just type and arrange it properly. That's it. So this also you can arrange left. So automatically you can see the alignment in the same line. So just type the text and arrange it properly, whichever direction you want. So make sure that align and distribute you are enabled. So align and distribute, you can use lots of methods. For example, if we have circle like this, we can select this everything and press center alignment, right, left, middle, again center. So automatically it will align like this. So when you're having objects like this, select everything and align in the middle. So spacing between each object I want equal, means distribute. Okay. Based on the center points in between each objects. Suppose one object if you keep out of the, like this, if you are keeping, then you select, so evenly it will get arranged. So based on the center point, edges, again the edges, each edges properly. According to right side, so like this you can create. So align and distribute you can use in lots of methods. So magazine cover page, remember you can type the text wherever you want, and this image you can keep like this also, but here we don't have the image, so you have to keep on the edges only. But you can make it bigger. Okay, now I can do right click, power clip inside the rectangular shape, but the rectangular shape is already locked. Yeah, select power clip inside the rectangular shape, so it is perfectly aligned to that rectangular shape. See, if the text is not visible, you can give drop shadow for that. I'll give smart glow. The color will be black. Now the text will be visible. So this text also can do power clip inside this. Again edit power clip, and this text if you want send backward you can give backward. So behind the shape it will go back. If you want to bring it front. I'll draw a circle shape. For that I'll apply interactive fill. Just click and drag. And if you want you can give fountain radial. Suppose if I draw any circular or any other shape, the same gradient I want to apply for this also, it is possible. For that you have to take, instead of color eyedropper, just it will pick the color and you can apply, that's it. Okay, but in the property bar you see, just pick the color, you can apply. But whatever is there, if the gradient is there means gradient also it has to apply. If the shadow is there means shadow also it has to apply. So for that attribute eyedropper tool you have to select, which is called attribute eyedropper. Select the sphere and apply. The same thing it will get applied for this also. Suppose if we clicking on this, the same thing it will apply for this. Suppose if you are applying drop shadow for this, So this drop shade also I want to copy, means take eyedropper, select this and apply to this and see that. So drop shade is enabled. So you have to enable which effect you want to add with that, but by default only these three options only will be enabled. These effects and all you have to enable which and all, that means if you want to contour, extrude, bevel, uh, blend, envelop. So this everything you have to enable if you want it. When you're using interactive fill, if you want more colors, just click on the line to add colors. Double click on the line, double click, and if you don't want, double click on the color to remove. So like that you can give multiple colors also, and that also you can apply like linear. So however you want you can do it by gradient tools. I means interactive fill. So we have seen eyedropper tool and interactive fill. These both the tool are very easy tools only. This already we have seen in Photoshop also, color eyedropper and gradient. There it is called color eyedropper and gradient tool. And one more tool which is not there in the Photoshop, which is called mesh fill. What is the use of mesh fill? I'll press Control Q. I'll one point here and one point here. I'll apply red color in this. Now I'll click on mesh fill. So right now I'll give some, yeah. So if you see, this kind of line will come when you apply mesh fill. So you can create realistic apples by using mesh fill. What is the use of mesh fill means? Each point you can give different colors. For example, if you double click on this, you can add more points, and you can give different colors for each points. So you can select the points, just to click on the color, automatically apply. Not left click, right click you have to do. So one more shape I'll create by using pen tool. That's it. And this one I'll send backward. Select the object, right click, order, send to back of the page. So same thing, for that I'll apply mesh fill and select the points, give the colors. And this one you can remove the outline. For this one also I'll remove the outline. I'll take this tool, I'll select these points, I can move if I want. So just click to add the points. For mesh fill, shortcut is M. I'll give some dark reds. It is too dark. You can hold shift key to select multiple points. So I'll give a little bit of light red. So I'll take pen tool. Alt click, come back here. This is everything you can select, make it smooth node. Again, I'll take pen tool. So like leaf you have to make. And give some color for that. So I'll give light green. And this one I'll select. For this also you can apply mesh fill. So if we scroll down, we will get more brown colors. And this one I'll send backward. Order. Send back one. Even this one I'll bring it front. Order. Front of the page. I'll select this everything. I'll remove the outline. And you can give some textures and all. This only I'll duplicate. So I'll group this, Control G, then duplicate. Then I'll go for normal plain color. So any color you can give. So in the transparency tool, after applying transparency tool, just go for texture transparency. So like this, you'll get textures. So we'll get lots of textures. So which is matching for this, that one you can place. I'll give overlay. So overlay is not matching. Add, not that much good. And you can increase the size of the texture. And if you see some rough edge, you got it. And that's it. So like that for leaves also you can give details. So next tool, see already we have seen how to create SBI logo, correct? But now, so like this you have to draw, that's it. Then take smart fill. So which is below mesh fill and interactive fill, we have smart fill. Smart fill, just one click on that and then click here. So whichever shape you want, only that shape you can get it easily. So that the old one will be always there, the new shape it will create. And we can give the color, remove outline. So this tool is more useful for creating logos. Smart fill. So example, I'll do Control D, then I'll arrange it here. Control D, I'll arrange it here. So if you want only this middle one, take smart fill, select this and move that. So automatically it will come. Suppose if you want this, this and this, now hold shift key, take pick tool, hold shift key and select these objects, then move it, press, no need of group, just go to the shaping option. Last class we have seen, no, give weld. So now this every object is welded object. So if you want, you can move this also. So select this everything, give weld, and that's it. So smart fill is mainly used for creating logos. Using smart fill, lot of things you can do. I'll rotate around 20 degree or 30, then press Ctrl D. So the rule got broken. Select the object, press Ctrl D, place exactly to the so what we'll do, little bit will reduce the size of this. Press Ctrl D, exactly place it in the quadrant. Once again, you move this point to the center of the circle and give rotation around 36. Then press Ctrl D. Now I'll select the big circle and delete it. Now I'll take smart fill. So only this kind of shapes now you can get. I'll move that and you can do weld. So whatever you want you can do with smart fill. So only this, this. Now take pick tool, select that. By holding shift key you can select and move that. And you can do weld. So now this became one object. Only this also can take. So this is smart fill. And that's it. And one more tool we have is artistic media, and with this tool CorelDRAW will be over. So taking artistic media, just you can do like this tool is mainly used for those who are doing digital paint. Okay, so this is mainly used to create some cartoon drawings. See, after clicking on the artistic media tool, go to effect menu, enable artistic media. So on the right side, you can see artistic media options. So what and all tools is available, that everything you can use it. So just to scroll down, we have lots of things. So first, the basic thing is this one. So using this, you can write text also. And if you're good at it, you can draw also. And this one also, by using shape tool, you can adjust. And if you scroll down, we have lots of brushes. So you can use anything. So like this, or else you can draw a circle. That one also you can convert to this kind of shapes. Not only circle, any kind of things. So example like this. Suppose if you are looking for border design of the page, let's drag and make it. Select anyone in this. So now it will look like borders. And you can decrease the size of this. So lots of things are there. You can get trees and all. Say flowers, tree, leaf. So just you have to click and apply. So mainly this one, those who are doing cartoon designs and all, they can use this cartoon landscape. So for lots of things, you can use this. Nails. And if you scroll up, you will get candies and all. Light. So candy. Okay. So we have multiple candies. I want only one means. So take pick tool, right click on this, and you will get break artistic media group, which is Control K, break artistic media group. Once you do that, you will get one single line over there. Then that one you can move and delete also. Next, select the objects. Still it won't be separated. and right click again, ungroup object you have to give. Then move on each objects and you can use it also. But suppose if you are giving, instead of ungroup object, if you are giving ungroup all object, so each thing is a separate color. That means separate objects. This also was created by someone. See, everything is separately ungrouped. So that's why you have to be careful. Right click, ungroup object. See, before that, first you have to do right click, take pick tool, right click, break artistic media group, and one single line will be there. That one you move or delete. Then again select the object, ungroup object, not ungroup all object, ungroup objects. Then select the object, you can move wherever you want. And this only you can do duplicate also, how much you want. So this is artistic media. We have footprints. So lots of things are there, but that one, if you enable artistic media, here also it is there, food. So here you can check group wise, plants, then click on this, plants, everything will be there. Okay, then splatters, so some kind of paintings and all will be there, and you can give different colors for that also. So that's it. So CorelDRAW is over. So you have to remember align and distribute. Okay, which is more important for aligning the objects. And today we have seen is which is magazine cover page design and some gradient and a mesh fill. So using mesh fill you can create lots of objects, you can create realistic objects and all. So if you want some details in this, take freehand tool, select the color which you want, then you can draw like this. So by default now that color will be chosen. So like this you can draw. For this leaves also you can give rough textures. Before that duplicate it. and go for some textures. Always interactive fill is best. Texture fill. Then I'll give samples. Choose anything in this. Transparency, I'll remove it off. Instead of that, I'll give blending mode only. So color is also more important. Which color you're giving? Or else we'll go for some other texture. So like this, you can create leaf textures also. Okay, today's class, anyone has doubt? Which is magazine cover page and these tools, basic tools. So remember that for creating any logo, smart fill is required. See, suppose if you have a circle and you can type any text in this. And you can take smart fill. Only if you click on this, we can select this and this, and we can move it. So now this will be like whole. So lots of things you can do with smart fill. Okay, anyone has doubt? Today's class? Then thank you everyone. Then I'll end the class.